xylophony. Foolish mortal going AFK in the lobby. Hope you enjoy Missile Wars. We are slowly but surely getting there. This is taking forever. This is taking forever. Hey. Nope. Don't you resist. Almost there. Almost there. Oh, it'd be so terrible if she came back to the keyboard right now. Couple more pushes. Couple more pushes. I think that's it. A little bit more nudgy. Nudgy, nudgy. Yes! That's great. Hello everybody, Phobos here. Welcome to another exciting episode of our Let's Play series here on the CubiCraft server. At least, that's what I'd like to say. I have some disappointing news. The server, right now, is down. That's right. We cannot play on the CubiCraft server today, which is a tad disappointing because I finally have the time to actually do some recording. Just got back from a job interview, probably didn't do too well at it, but time will tell. So, that being said, I actually have a little bit of time to play around here, and we can't even use the server. It's so sad. But what I will show you here is this world that I've gone and created. Now, as you can see, I'm in creative mode right here, and this desert looks a lot like our base, because what I did was I actually made a mirror to the server, so that I could do things like create giant glass walls in a big circle to show off where our base is and things like that, right? Without having to do a whole lot of effort. This here was literally just, I typed one command and now we have a giant glass wall surrounding the base, all that fun stuff. So this here is a nice little playground, and just because there's a few things that I want to try to figure out, big projects on the go, want to make sure that they work properly. And the main server has some quirks, it really does. So I've tried to like mimic those quirks here so that I could test out some contraptions. However, we are not going to be spending our episode here today. I just needed the place to start that was a little bit familiar. I figured as a bonus episode, we might as well play around on the Skyblock server a little bit. Actually, I signed on there just because we couldn't get into the other server, and I thought, well, okay, fine, at least I can go play on here for a bit. It's like, why aren't I recording this? Really, why aren't I recording this? This is beautiful. It's a good, interesting diversion from our main series and an interesting way for us to actually get back into the swing of things here. So I say that we head over to the Skyblock server now. So here we are, guys, on my little starter island here on the Skyblock server. Now, like I had said, I did start to play a little bit before I realized, why aren't I recording this? Right where, well, let's go into the main mode here, bam. Right here where I'm standing, there used to be a tree, because of course that's how these things start. There wasn't dirt up around here, that's my own construction, and this here is a cobblestone generator that I had to make, because of course that's just where you start off with these things. A couple of interesting things going on with this particular server here. You'll notice that this is a cobblestone generator creating cobblestone. What are the odds? However, let's break a couple blocks here. Cobble and iron. Okay, sure. Apparently it's an iron generator as well. I've seen, oh, more iron. Hey, I'll take it. Thank you. Smooth stone. More cobble. Seen gold come up here as well, which of course I couldn't mine because I don't have enough iron yet. But yeah, so as you can see, our little generator here is working pretty well, and all that really went into it is 2 blocks cut out here, 2 blocks cut out here. So basically, it's like a 5 wide thing. This here was a block of ice. Because there was a block underneath it, when I broke it, it turned into water, which is great. And of course, this here, there's an extra little spot going down. That's super, super important because water flows faster than lava, and if you don't make the water stop here, then you're going to lose your lava source block. So for anybody who hasn't made a cobblestone generator before, that's Cobblestone Generators 101. Super, super low tech, literally a hole in the ground. Ooh, we can have an iron pick. Yes! Okay, but we'll set that aside for now. We also cut a cow. Now, well, I haven't had much luck with cows the couple times that I've played in here. They tend to, die. So we're trying to prevent that this time. We need a nice little holding cell for them out of dirt. And yeah, so the very next thing that we're going to do is we're going to try to establish a main platform underneath this platform here. And the way that we're going to do that is by actually making a pillar all the way down to y equals 0. You'll notice that we're at y120. So that means that we need to make a cobblestone pillar that goes all the way down. this is going to be fun. Now, it just occurred to me, before we get into that, what we're actually going to need to do first is build a little something to catch this dirt with, because we're not going to want to waste it. Dirt is, well, basically, when it comes to Skyblocks, you want to save every little bit of everything that you possibly can. So the very first thing that we're going to do is we're actually going to make a water elevator off the edge here once we gather up some cobblestone, and we're going to attach to the bottom of the island here a little skirt type thing, like a little platform that's going to catch everything, and then from there we can actually build the pillar down. So let's mine up some cobblestone here and get started on that. So here we are, just smelting up a little bit of iron. I haven't gotten quite as far as we could have, just because I came across some gold here, and I was tired of actually breaking the gold and not getting anything back. So we're just going to make ourselves up a little pickaxe here. As you can see, I got a little bit of sandstone out of it too, and we had some coal, of course, we're using that. So that's going to be kind of interesting. Now, if you're wondering, just for those who are observant, probably noticed like 25 cobblestone slabs, all that fun stuff. What's interesting is, because I usually come here to play around, when I went to restart everything, some of my items kind of kept, like the ones that I had in my hotbar, stayed, which I thought was kind of odd. So I still had a couple cobblestone slabs and an extra bucket from before. So just for people who are like, yeah, you cheated, you know, that's it wasn't intentional. I wasn't even intending on recording any of this. It's just kind of you know, I'm doing this, so why not take you guys along for the ride? So there we are. We have our let's go here while we still can get ourselves another piece of coal without being too wasteful. And stickification, we need some stickification. And iron pick, come on, give me my iron pick. Okay, that was way too impatient. Bam, there we go, and we can now get gold. Come on, come on. Yes, good. Good, good, good. And more coal. So anyway, so we're just going to keep hacking away at this, and we'll come back when the platform's done. Okay, so here we are. We've almost got 3 stacks of cobblestone. There we are, last block, bam. So we now have 3 stacks of cobblestone, which is great. Now, in the process, we've managed to collect 11 gold, 6 iron, well, okay, well, we'll call it 9 iron, 3 sandstone, stone bricks, all that fun stuff. I actually don't know how I feel about, yeah, and coal too. I don't know how I feel about all this. Like, the last time that I was on, we didn't have any of these mechanics at all, which was kind of interesting. Now, that was back before Skyblock Online got taken over by LemuriaMC, I guess, whatever. Anyway, that was before they became that. So I guess they might have made a couple changes. We're definitely gonna have to try crafting some hoppers later, because last time I was on here, I tried to craft hoppers and it said nope, you have to go and buy them for like 10,000 bucks. Which actually, I should also point out, there's an actual currency system on here. So literally, at some point, we're going to be taking our cobblestone and other things that we've mined and bring it over to the store where we can actually sell it for money. So it's a little bit of a different experience that way. It's a nice break sometimes to just come over here and do that. But yeah, so we're definitely gonna have to craft up a hopper, because the whole reason why I was told, you know, we couldn't craft hoppers was because, oh, it's gonna make the game too easy. But here it is, just chucking up sandstone and stone bricks and gold and all this stuff. Like, I have more gold right now than I would at the beginning of any other game. So not sure where the logic's going, but we're going to play with that. Anyway, so let's get on to the craftification here now. Does this actually work in here? No, because it's technically a 1.8 server. So we're going to have to do things the old-fashioned way. Awesome. All right, anyway, so here we go. We have well, 6 stacks of that plus these 25 here. Bam, we are ready to get started. Now, we're going to protect our iron pick because that's kind of important. Same with our coal, because in the event of catastrophic system failure, we're going to want to have some kind of a plan B. So at this point, there's nothing that we can't afford to lose here, which is good. Now, the best place, we're going to throw it off of here. Hello, cow. We're going to throw it off of here. As you can see, there is a bit of lag on the server. This part always makes me a tad nervous, but yeah, we don't, we can afford to lose everything that's here. So let's just, okay, we're good, we're golden, little nudges, little nudges, little nudges, little nudges. Okay. Bam, bam, bam. Perfect. Oh, there. Okay. We're good. We're alive. This is great. Okay, so first stone slabification happening right there. And yeah. Yeah. Whew. Okay, we're safe. It's always so nerve-wracking. Okay, so we've gone out 3 that away. We're going to want to go out 3 that away as well. We're actually going to make the whole thing a lot bigger, but for now, let's just get a basic platform happening here. So like I was saying before, this is going to be a highly disposable platform. We're basically going to use it to gather up our dirt, and then, yeah, everything's going to get torn down. So we're not going to make it too big. We're not going to make it too elaborate. It's actually almost big enough, but we're going to go out a couple more just to make sure that we don't lose any dirt, because dirt's kind of precious. That's another neat little feature of this server here, is that it'll automatically feed you the next block. I guess they understand that you're literally building your whole world, so it's kind of handy to have a couple of shortcuts. Like, for example, when you run out of a stack, like let's actually demonstrate that now. We're going to do that. We're going to have 2 left, and watch what happens. It's automagical. I just get the next stack. So that's kind of cool. Are we ready to take down the dirt just yet? I don't know. We could risk it. Makes me a bit uncomfortable. We're going to go one more. Okay, we just fell. Oh my god, that was lag. Oh man, the server is so laggy right now. Oh, glad we had this water elevator though. Jeez. And then I didn't stop recording. That was a good moment right there. Wow. Okay, so we're slowly making our way back up here. And yeah, I guess I was working on that platform. I don't want to move my mouse at all, but say like where those, it's clearly missing 2 pieces. I guess that's where we were. Well, we didn't make it very far at all without falling. That's, huh. Yeah, server's definitely been pretty laggy today. It's kind of deadly being up here. I'm a little leery to go off the edge here like I was last time. Shift click was not my friend, so let's just wrap this up here, get our dirt, and then we can start on the main water elevator all the way down. First thing that we should do though is gather up our water and our lava. Just because I was literally just about to go start digging and I saw the lava drips coming down, and it's like, oh right, yes. And of course, our friend over here. Alright, Mr. Cow. May the gods of lag be kind to you. Good, good. Our cow is safe. And let's just make sure that he stays safe. Back in that corner. You know where you belong. Okay, there we go. So up against bedrock, bam, beautiful. Okay, so our cow is now secure. Honestly, I don't even know what we're going to use the cow for. Like, when we're finally ready for a cow, we could probably buy 2, but whatever. More will be revealed, I suppose, on that one. I've never actually had a cow to worry about, so, yeah. So let's just gather up all this dirt and come back after that's done. Okay, so we are here with our nicely protected cow, our little lava fountain, infinite water source that, whatever. And yeah, our little tiny piece of grass there. Now, the game will not allow us to delete this block until that sign moves, but that works for me because we don't have Silk Touch yet, and that's actually going to allow us to keep that as a grass block later. So far, we've managed to collect almost a stack and a half of dirt, more like a stack and a third. Yeah, a stack and a third of dirt. So yeah, off to a decent start where that's concerned. One of the first things we're going to have to do is make a tree farm once we get down significantly lower. Like I said, we want to go all the way down to the bottom of the map just because that's where farms are most efficient and all that fun stuff. And if we're going to build one platform, we might as well build it right, and we might as well build it with that in mind. So what we're going to do now is we're actually going to try to extend this bedrock. We're going to extend the bedrock straight down. That's the goal. Let's see how it happens. Now, in order to make this column, we're going to have to do a little bit of trickery. We're going to have to make basically a cobblestone generator that works vertically. Now, if I remember how to do this correctly, you have to place 2 blocks here, 2 blocks there. I guess we don't technically have to do it that way specifically, but that's one way to do it. Then we're going to go and gather up our water again, because we don't need that just yet. In fact, what we're interested in is lava. We have to wait for this here to all dissipate. Okay, lag. Wow. What is up with servers today? Servers just don't like me. So apparently we just duped water. that's kind of fun. Yeah, so those are all there. Let's Okay, so they exist. That's good. Not like before. And the water's way down there. Just gonna wait a minute for that to go away. Well, a simple fact of life is that water is a lot slower than lava's slower than water. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go nya, like that, get that started. That's gonna spread off to the side, at least it should. Yes, perfect. That is exactly what we're looking for. And then, yeah, when we put our water down there, which, I mean, if we lose our water, no big deal. And when we put our water down there, what's going to happen is those two are going to kind of overlap, like, because the water is going to spill over here. This is spilling over here, and they're going to occupy the same space for a little bit. And then when we pull the lava, I believe it is, it forms a cobblestone pillar that goes all the way from the bedrock here straight down. So, yeah, let's just wait a little bit for that to happen. So here's something funny. This whole time, volume was off. Oh, so now we're going to just toss this in here and wait a little bit. Please don't break the source block. Okay, looking good. And I think what it technically does is the water actually doesn't wind up overlapping. Like I said before, I think I was technically incorrect. But what does happen is because that space is occupied, it can't be there. But the second that when we pull the lava out, as it disappears, it creates what's necessary for the cobblestone. So let's go find a good vantage point to watch this fall down. Just want to make sure that the water's a lot faster than the lava. I actually took a bunch of time to edit the video already just to let that lava go down because it takes so long. Okay. We're definitely, if it's not complete, it'll be complete by the time that the lava catches up. So let's go nya and watch the magic happen. We should start to see cobblestone form. Any second now. Make me nervous. Perfect. That is exactly what we're looking for. And that's just going to cause cobblestone to go straight down. Now this is going to take, an hour and a half, or, well, probably not an hour and a half, but it's going to feel like it's taking forever. So we're just going to do a little bit of a jump cut to the next part. We do have some of the cobblestone slabs on us, so that means that we are able to start actually building. Let's actually we want to use the looking at for this here. So looking at, of course, is in the bottom left here. Hello, glitch. Bottom left, and we want to make sure that we're actually looking at y equals 0. Or is it y equals 1? One of the two. So 2, 1. This lag is making me nervous because we're so low. Okay, so we just want to go, yeah, like that. And we're looking at 0. Perfect. There we have it. So, without frying. There we go. Okay. The water didn't push us. That's fantastic. And you can see that we are standing on y equals 0 right now. So let's clean up those coordinates a little bit in the top left of y equals 0. This is actually kind of fun. I like doing this. I really do. Just because it's, I don't know, I find it fun. And what else do I need to explain? So anyway, here we are. We're just going to build out a bit of a platform here. Actually, I'm already off to a bad start here because I'm doing something a little bit different this time, and I'll explain that in just a second. Well, guys, we have just suffered our first death. Huh. Apparently there's keep inventory now. Interesting. I don't remember that being a thing. So, wow, no consequences to death? I don't understand. Oh well, we're just going to move on from this anyway. So yeah, we're just going to pop back down and continue our build. The lag on the server is ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. I've played on the server countless times and I've never had issues with not being able to shift click on something. This is the second time that I've fallen off now. It is very frustrating. But again, I guess, I mean, we still have our stuff. So maybe I just need to adjust my reaction to this. So anyway, I can give a bit of an aerial view of what we've been up to here. We're starting to form a bit of a cross, and the reason why we're doing that is just because we are actually going to be creating a mob farm here that's going to be that's going to allow for Endermen. Now, that's actually the same one that I made in a previous episode. Never did a tutorial on it or anything like that, but basically it's the one where there's one dispenser. Oh wow, yeah, we didn't get far at all. There's one dispenser, and it's going to create a bunch of mobs. So yeah, that's the one that we're looking at making here. And because Endermen teleport, it just makes a lot more sense to not have any ground for them to stand on, more so than trying to condition all the ground, because they'll teleport to basically anything except for double carpet. There might be like another thing or two, but honestly double carpet's been the easiest thing that I've been able to find. String and carpet works just as well. It's the same concept. It's just that there's floating carpet and the mobs in general don't know what to do with it. So it works out for us because surprisingly Endermen can actually teleport to half slabs. So they can't spawn on them, but they can teleport to them. So basically I've done a little bit of math. Our farm is going to be like, yeah, something like that. And then there's going to be another 32 blocks in any direction that has nothing for them to teleport to. So once we're done, these here are all going to get covered in double carpet. And then they'll literally have nothing to do except for fall and die. So that'll be nice. Yeah, so we're just going to build out a giant circle here as the start of the base. And we're going to start on that right now. So we've just punched out this little spot here just to mark where the end is, saying that this length here is 50 blocks in fact. And we're just going to build ourselves a nice little stone generator off over here. Or at least we're going to try to, provided that the server lag isn't, well, absolutely terrible, which so far it has been. So we're going to go out 5, 6, and we'll go out an extra one just for good measure. We're out of slabs. Let's get creative. Alright guys, so let's hope this works. So we're going to try doing a little bit of nya with a little bit of nya. We're going to see what happens. Does it? No! Ah, come on now. Alright, let's try this again. What we're going to do this time is we're going to use our absolute last block there. And we're going to do the same thing. Now, I literally have no idea. Yes. Oh, don't burn me. Don't burn me. Okay. Literally no idea how we're even going to gather this, but I don't know. Let's hope that we get lucky, I guess, or something. Okay, so far so good. Most awkward cobblestone generator ever. Oh my god. Alright, let's just chip away at this for a little while. Alright guys, we did it. We managed to piece together. Oh, it's so terrible. It's so terrible. But it works. It works. It works. So you can at least get enough cobblestone to make a better cobblestone generator or something like that. We've been getting a fair bit of coal, so what I might do is actually just make this into stone brick or something like that, just to make it a little bit nicer, and then we can, of course, always move it when we need to. Hello, gold. So yeah, we'll just take a moment to take care of that, and what I'll probably do actually, because it's a little bit boring, we're just going to jump into a big time lapse about building the main circle and all that fun stuff. So yeah, let the time lapse begin. from up here, this is actually looking pretty sweet, if I do say. Now, of course, we got a couple extra things done, as I'm sure that you saw in the video, or like in the time lapse. Does just not die. There we go. Perfect. Oh wow, this is I'm liking this. I'm liking this very much. This whole area is actually going to stay empty. I think I explained that earlier, but just in case, because Enderman cannot teleport within here. So our base is going to be completely on the outside of this ring here, and we can build up. In the middle here, giant mob farm. Well, I shouldn't say giant. It's going to be a nice balance between keeping it low, right, for better spawn rates, but also making it functional, all that fun stuff. Anyway, so what we're going to do now, oh yes, and of course, new cobblestone farm. So, pretty happy with this thing. Basically, the water and lava are kind of hidden, and skadoosh. So it works like that. And we have our little temporary station that we moved from up here. Down there, trees, awesome, wood, lumber. We're starting to actually get some supplies together, which is pretty sweet, including saplings. One of the next things we're going to have to work on is cactus, because we can sell that and it's automatic, so why not? But that being said, before we wrap up today's episode, I'm thinking what we should do is get our cow friend moved down here, get rid of that big pillar, and set our home to over here somewhere. So yeah, let's work on the cow. Alright guys, so I have a really bad idea that's so totally gonna work. Totally gonna work. Yeah, we can always buy a cow later if it doesn't. Okay, let's do this. So what we're gonna do is we are going to get the cow out of here. Now we're going to lure him over with a little bit of this. And then down to home. That's the idea. There's water underneath there, so it shouldn't be completely terrible. He should survive. Should survive. Let's see. Stop resisting. Okay. Should survive. Fingers crossed. Okay. Did he make it? I want to say yes. I want to say that was a success. Look at our cow. Yes! That should have killed him, but that's okay. We got our cow safely down, ladies and gentlemen. Now let's hope that he's smart enough to walk over here. Yep. Yep, come on. Come on. You can do it. You want it. You want it. Water's not that hard to walk through. Yeah, come on. Come on. There we go. Here we go. All right. Yes. And our cow isn't committing suicide. This is perfect. Come on, cow. Come on. Like, this is the worst day of my life. I'm so hungry. And I'm willing to risk death. Okay, so, alright. Now we just need him to walk a little bit further. Come on. Come on. Sandstone is useless. We are going to use it to corral. Haha, that's the word. Okay, let's, yeah, over here. Come on. No, hi. You like it? You don't have a face. Well, a nose, anyway. You don't have a nose. Bad guys don't have a nose. But you're not a bad guy. Are you, cow? Alright. Hey! Whoa! Lag! 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 Okay. Lag on the server is absolutely horrendous today. I know I've said that a few times, but God, it's not that... Okay, cooperate! In! In! Fine! Out! Hi! Actually... That'll do. There we go. Thinking outside the box to put him inside the box. That's how it goes. Blockify, blockify, blockify. Bam! We have secured the cow once again. I think this is actually... Ooh, tree. Hello. This is a big tree. Ooh, okay. That'll be interesting. This is probably the first playthrough where I managed to keep the cow. I'm impressed with myself here. I'm actually... Yeah. I'm pretty happy. So let's go and get that stuff. All that gone. All gone. So I'd have to say that this server is probably the definition of lag. Are we seeing this? That's just ridiculous. You shouldn't be able to mine the same block 16 times. Just say. And in spite of the horrendous lag on the server, it looks like we finally managed to remove this top platform. Now I'm going to leave that there just because I'm too lazy to go get it, and it's not really going to impact anything anyway, so and at some point we might actually be able to go and gather it. Now that being said, let's take care of this pillar. Oh no! Ah, the worst thing imaginable has happened. We don't have a pickaxe. We're this high off the ground, that far away from there, and we don't have a pickaxe. Ah, our fists are going to be sore after this. So after trying to punch my way down, I just went and got some ladders. Much better. And would you look at this? Look at this. If you look up, you can see the two little dots up there, but yeah, I'd say that our brace is looking pretty cool so far. Pretty cool. So now we just got to do a quick little set home, just so that we don't keep spawning up there, because, well, that could be lethal. So let's just do I think it's this. Boom. Okay, and now let's give this a shot. Island, bed, and bam, we are right here. So that is fantastic. By the looks of it, we have actually got a nice start to our little island here. So yeah, if you guys are actually having fun with this series, definitely let me know, because I might be able to squeeze in something like this. Say, I don't know, an episode of this once a week or something like that. I don't really know. But that being said, that is all the time that we have time for today, because that's how that works. If you like what you saw here, definitely, like, subscribe, hit that notify button, all that fun stuff. It's not your first episode, you guys know what to do. And yeah, this here is Phobos signing off. Enjoy the rest of your day, guys.